What's up, guys? It's January 23rd, 2024. Man, range bound days. Rangy. Got better today. Yesterday was bad, but today was alright. So yesterday we had a range day. It was a gap up with continuation sell off, and we went into I think it's like a 15-point range, 10-point range. Just about. I mean, there's an extra point down there. Yeah, 15. So today we had a gap. I didn't even look at the opening bar, honestly. Gap up with a big sell-off being bar 1 and bar 2. So bars 2 through 6 is just straight up range. Like, we all know this is range-bound price action here to here. It's best to wait for a breakout and follow through, and or you could be like me and buy the high of a range and get dumped on. So first 6 bars is tight trading range. Best to just do nothing, or if you're comfortable with limit order scalping, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying what a newer trader should do. But at the end of the day, you can do anything if you know how to manage your trade. First 30-40 minutes is a tight range, and then we break out, but the follow through is bad. Every bear bar is followed through by a bull bar. Bar 12 is a bull bar. Bar 13 is a bear bar, and it doesn't break the low of bar 11, which was the original breakout bar. I consider it a breakout bar through the EMA, not necessarily through the range. And there's a wick right here anyways, with bar 2's wick. Very wicky. You could say it's not really good to count legs and ranges. So just wait for the double top, double bottom, and then a breakout. Double top, double bottom in a range is breakout mode. That's what Al Brooks calls it. And Rose always says it's best to just wait for 2-bar follow through. And the more that I don't wait for it, the more I realize why she says that. Just wait for the 2-bar follow through. So, yeah, bar 13 is a good sell. Strong bar. All these breakout bars, I think we would see continuation. It's just these pullback. You don't want to get short with a stop or market order and sit through an immediate pullback, But that's what happened. So, bar 14 is another pullback, and bar 15, 16, and 17 is another leg down. See if we can get a measured move here. Yeah, and look at that. Measured move on bar 17 with a deep pullback, testing the low, testing the breakout point of bar 11. And we sell for another leg down. So we could say it's like this maybe. That's pretty deep. It didn't line up. I'm going to delete that. What about if we go from this breakout bar, that's a good looking bar, to this one? It's a little bit better, but I think, I think some of us, I would like to pull from there. But if we pull from bar 13, we get that we get that move, that second leg down. A lot of trend lines, a lot of gaps. Trend line. When it's a bear trend line, it's supposed to be on the top. When it's a bull trend line, you draw it on the bottom, because we're drawing resistance and we're drawing support. That's how Al teaches it in his course. Bars 18 through 20 is a pullback, and then we get the leg 2 move from the previous leg. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 is a good leg down. Bars 26 through 30 is another 2-legged move. Excuse me. There it is right there. If you pull it from here, it doesn't really get met. But I also wanted to point this out. I was actually long. I'll talk about the trading a little bit. So price action here is a head and shoulders. I forgot to draw the pen, and I've been talking for a little bit, so I'm just going to let it be this time. Head and shoulders here. The reason I mentioned I was long here is because I wanted to see what would happen below bar 29, and it ended up creating a higher low. A head and shoulders reversal is just a lower high, higher low. Yeah, so it created a higher low, and we made a new high after that, breaking bearish market structure here. Since we broke the bearish market structure and kept the bull gap open, I think it's safe to hold longs for another leg up. I was long through this move, and I expected another leg up because it was a strong breakout. It looked like a strong breakout, but we broke out for about 15 minutes, and then we went sideways for almost an hour. An hour and 30. So that this pullback sucked, but I was confident we would get some sort of trickle higher, or I could at least get out at the high. So So this is in terms of the market cycle, we went breakout, range, breakout, or you could even, that's from a this time frame perspective, or from a bigger time frame perspective, we've just been ranging. We went yesterday would be the breakout. I mean, 2 days ago would be the breakout, and then yesterday and today would be the range. So it's fractal. The market cycle is fractal. Price action is fractal. We have a bull gap that stays open finally. It was a trading range day yesterday, and all the gaps got closed. Yeah, and then after this breakout bar got put in, I think the trading day got a little bit easier. At least for me, it did. I could clearly see like a leg 2 being formed, and I held it all the way to here. It's really strong breakout, followed by a tight bull channel. Here it is, and then we break out of the bull channel, and 50% of the time when we break out of a channel, we can retest the opposite end of a channel. So we see that here, we broke out of this high, and we tested the low, and then we have a breakout, and then we tested the highs again. So it was 50% we have a failed breakout, and we test the channel low, and then the channel got wider. We're at the channel low, and then we test the channel highs. Tight channel, lots of wicks, lots of selling to the side, but these bars are all breaking bearish market structure. See here, here. So bar 62 is a good bar, I think, to buy because we bounce off the EMA. We create another high or low right here. And that creates a gap, so you guys can see one higher low, two higher low, and the market breaks out. 61 is a good breakout, or excuse me, 62 is a strong breakout bar, followed up by 63 being followed through, and 64 gave exhaustion vibes. It raced up, it stalled, it raced up, it stalled, it raced up, it stalled, and then as the timer was, the bar was about to close, it kind of started to sell. The reason I didn't sell out of this bar is because we were in a tight trading range, and I wanted to see if the market cycle was going to reset. In my opinion, it did reset because we got the breakout with follow through on 65, 66. 67 is an indecision bar. It's a doji bar. It's not there's no bear body though. So that's the minimum bulls need. As long as there wasn't a bear body, I was willing to hold. 68 happened, and then 69 really raced up, and I wanted to see what the next bar over was going to look like, and it wasn't a bear body, so I didn't get exhaustion. This bar acted as an exhaustion because it raced up, and it was racing down, and it raced up, but more of this candle is a body than a wick, so this would be classified as a trend bar. There are only two types of bars, trend bars and doji bars, and right next to it, bar 70 is a range bar. Excuse me, I said doji. There's a range bar because there's more wick than body, and if there's more wick than body, that means within the candle it's going like this, if that makes sense. And then if it's more trendy, maybe it goes like this. It acts as a trend, closes, and then maybe it'll close like right there. So that's how a trend candle would open and close, and a range candle would be all over the place. Bar 71, 72, 73, 74 was a deep pullback, but I wanted to see what happened around bar 68 high or the low of bar 69. Because this channel was so tight, I thought it should get its own second leg. At first, the reason I was holding here was because I thought this was so tight, it should get its own second leg. And it kind of did here. It was a little bit asymmetrical though, so it's range bound. See, it was not a good. It didn't really get a symmetrical second leg like in trends. We get really nice symmetrical legs and easy PTs. In ranges, they're asymmetrical, and it's a little bit more. It's harder to hold. I mean, these pullbacks were deeper. The wicks were a little bit deeper as we got higher up. The bulls were fighting off all the selling, all the limit orders. So tight bull channel followed up by a pullback, and this pullback I'm pretty sure did not go to the 50% mark. Oh, it did. It bounced off the 50% mark. This is 30, 50, 70. So it bounced off the 50% mark, and we went for a new high. We tagged yesterday's high, which was my original PT here. It would have been great to just race up and go, but I had to sit through the deep pullback. And yeah, we raced up. It was a trend. It was a range day. We had a wedge bottom here. Let me clean this chart up a little bit. A lot of reasons to get long. I mean, and let's not forget the other time frame on the daily chart, the 45-minute chart. it's all trending. The bulls are in charge right now. Maybe not for long at this exact. I don't know, but I mean, look at it. So, the context for bulls are a little bit better. However, the market's going sideways. This is the daily chart. We have a strong breakout, breaking out of these bars range here. We have a follow through bar, but it's a rangy bar, and then the follow through bar is not breaking out. Yeah, the body broke out, but the body didn't surpass the wick. Our wick went a couple ticks higher, and we sold off. Here, not too good. It's not actually. It looks a little bit better on the 45-minute chart. What am I talking about? It looks like a strong pullback with a good close. But on the daily chart, it gives off a different appearance. Let me see something. Why is that? Okay, it went even higher on the. I thought it was gonna be a sell-off, and it went higher. Okay, so just rewind. So yeah, the daily chart doesn't have good overlap, but it doesn't have good breakthrough because it has overlap. The 45-minute chart does look like it's breaking out. I do think we're gonna go higher. I just don't know in what way. Officially here in this price action, bears clearly made money, and they may want to return. There's no good looking bear signals here, but maybe we retest the highs around 48.39, 48.40. So it'll be interesting to see what we get later in the week. I think we're going to get more sideways price action just because Monday and Tuesday were literally sideways. So we were breaking out. For some reason I thought there was a bear bar, but no, it just kept going. Okay, so we're just breaking out. We got to made a new high at the end of the day, which is pretty rare. Al likes to put his trades in a way that by the 18th bar, Al likes to think. So by this 18th bar, Al says we should see the high or low of the day, and most of the time that's true. Maybe the highs put in, or maybe the lows put in, and we trade off of it. Actually, so by the 18th bar, we didn't see either one, but look, about 30 minutes later, we saw the low. So that coincides with what Al says. We should be looking for lows, looking for highs, and kind of trading around that for the swings. I just delete that. And yeah, we found the low and made a new high really late into the day. I almost blew out my account today. Freaking bar 11 jumped my stop, and my heart dropped. I could not believe what happened. I had about $700 left to play with on the live account, and I market ordered this bar. And then this bar happened, and I was thinking about getting out below it. And as soon as this bar got here, I don't know if you guys were watching this bar. My stop was right here, but I wanted to manually get out when we got below one of these lows. But as soon as we got here, this bar 11 just shot down, and it jumped my stop. And I panicked, and I hit out, and I was out about 450. And I could not believe, the market has never jumped my stop before. And when does it jump my stop? When I'm close to blowing out my account. It is what it is. I got long here, hit out again, and then almost lost the account. I had $100 left in it. I was flabbergasted when this happened. And which is crazy. The only reason I bring this up is because I switched to the micros today, and it really changed the way I'm thinking about trading from a range day perspective. I might have the micro and the E-mini up, and if the market gets trendy, I'll trade a second leg on the E-mini. Until then, I might trade the micros, because I just can't believe my stop got jumped. That was one of the scariest things I think I've ever. I don't know if the stop got jumped or Rhythmic was lagging, but I know for sure this bar shot down, and that's just part of the stock market. Really crazy day. I just want to show my entries really quick because this was the craziest entries I had. I still scaled in 10 times with the micros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got out here and made the money back and then some. Super crazy day, but this is why I'm saying I think I'm going to trade micros on range days, because I can't do this with the E-mini. I'm taking profits here. I'm going to get chopped here. So it really opened my eyes. On the E-mini, I do 5-point stops, maybe 6 or 7 if it's right at the price action. I'd rather go for price action stops. But then the micro, I can have a 50-point stop with one contract, and I feel like I could. Prior to starting this YouTube channel and everything, I wanted to scale in, but I just said it's not for me. And this is the first time I had a good experience with scaling in on a range day, because I kind of understand when to scale in now. even if if I went long here on the micro, and also Al recommends like if you get long here, your stop should be. Ooh, that's messy. Your stop should be here. So let's say the trader gets long on bar 9. I'll recommend we put a measured move down. So if my stop was here, I would either buy the 12 low, I mean the 11 low, this low, and I would just get out at 50%. And that's just not something I'm willing to do with the E-mini. So I may be holding myself back from a learning experience by trading the E-mini because my whole mind has shifted after I was just scaling in, trying to bring my price down, bring it up, and then here I almost wanted to buy the close, but I was just waiting for good closes. And then I bought this close because this was the first pullback after a really strong channel breakout, sideways pullback, 3 pushes down. We actually have we have a head and shoulders reversal here too. I don't like saying head and shoulders reversal, but it's like slang to me. Like it's like stock market slang because I'm assuming a head and shoulders reversal is just saying it's 3 failed breakouts with a higher low. So yeah, we don't have to put too much emphasis on the names and whatnot, but it's just 3 failed breakouts with a higher low. I also wanted to do something on here before I forget. I want to put a measured move and just see what happens. Let me take away these ugly numbers. So yeah, this is just to see. I'm not gonna get long tomorrow and hold to 40 points away actually. Maybe I will get long and hold. I don't know. But this is a lot of overlaps. So that's not too good. Wicking. 45 minutes shows a different picture. Yeah, crazy day. Learned a lot. Sometimes when I'm making money, I think I lost sight of the real reason is to learn how to trade and apply pressure next year. I lost sight of that making money fast, but I also lost it even faster. It took me 7-8 days to make $2,000, and then it took me a couple lousy trades and a stop jump to be $100 away from losing the PA. I'm determined not to lose the PA, even if that means I have to miss a couple payouts and trade micros and grind it back up. I'm not saying I'm switching to the micros 100%, but I want to find a way that I can. So I'd have to read the open. Oh, this is range day. I'm going to trade the micros. Oh, this looks like it's going to get trendy. I'm going to trade a second leg on the E-mini. Something like that. I have to figure out. I have to do some more homework. But my mind has definitely shifted away a little bit after this. Like, after experiencing this was just. I don't care if it doesn't happen again for another 3 months. I don't want to go through that. Like, this was horrible. I was so confused because my official stop was 5 points away from here. I marketed in as soon as it closed, so my stop was really close. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I can take a 250 hit. It is what it is. And then this bar, as soon as it broke one of these lows, it just raced. And I was trying to hit out, and I couldn't hit out. And then even the Ninja Trader opened an opposite position. I don't know if that was me or the thing, but it was just not a good experience. I don't think that is a good experience because that can happen every day for the rest of my life. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it could happen. So I don't like that. But it is what it is. Still end of the day up barely. So I'm just gonna take it slow. Still gunning for this payout. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for leaving comments. For new people watching, I trade the E-mini and the micro. I do these every day at 3 p.m. I drop them every day at 3 p.m. They're posted on YouTube. Hit the follow button. Drop some trades in the comments. Tell me what you guys are trading, how you guys did. Have a good day. Thank you, everybody. Bye.